Yes, sir.
You want to respond?
Thank you.
There is an issue which is related to the presentation of distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi, which I would want to add to, which will give you the leverage for a one-stop response. You see, in support of what my distinguished colleague has said, I have the belief that our budget is stereotype. It is garbage in, garbage out. If you look at the budget over the years, it is nothing but stereotype. And it will continue to be so as long as we do not change the process. What distinguished Senator Adeyemi is talking about is we have to be very realistic and at the same time pragmatic when it comes to issue of getting the best out of the system. There is no way we can sit as Senate or House of Representatives and then a budget will be conceptualized by the ministry on their own, or sometimes get what is supposed to be done from the budget office or from the Ministry of Finance, and we expect any progress in the system. I believe we need to look at the process of budgeting, where the ministry will come and sit with the committee on whatever discipline. For instance, solid minerals. Let's talk together. Let's find out what is stagnating the development in that industry. When you carry us along, we will find ways and means of ensuring that the budget allocation for solid mineral is in line with our dream of what we expect that industry to turn to. But we cannot make any progress when you just bring the budget in a stereotype form, and all the Senate and the House of Representatives will do is only to have effect on only 5% of the capital. It is untouchable. It is a no-go area. As far as I'm concerned, budget process, as far as this system is concerned, will not take us anywhere, because in spite of our legislative and parliamentary powers, we cannot make any input in the budget more than 5%. If you bring 10 billion for capital project, what we can add to that is only 500 million. Where is the progress? So unless we are paying lip service to diversification, we have to go back to the drawing board. And I think this is not a matter for the ministry, it is a matter for us and the powers above, that the process has to be changed so that the combination of the executive and the legislature will sit down and project what they consider to be the ideal thing to be done. Part of this problem is also affecting Ajakuta. For the past 2 years, I have put this committee's attention has been put on Ajakuta. We have not seen any progress whatsoever. It is one problem after another. It is one problem after another. And when we seek for information, all that we receive is big grammar with nothing to show for it. Fundamentally, Ajakuta cannot work when we don't know the status of Itakwe. As I speak with you, nobody can give us any assurance that the status of Itakwe is good to go. There are things that amount to litigations, to confusion, to lack of understanding. How can Ajakuta work when we are not comfortable and confident that the raw material that will make Ajakuta work is in the hands of this government? When you talk here about certain monies to be paid to the people who are given this mining ore, how did they come about it anyway? Let's go back and find out how they came about. How much money have they paid to the coffers of government before they own Itakwe? Now that we are being asked to cough over $900 million. It is unacceptable. If I have my way, I will not support even $100 million to be given to whoever claims to own Itakwe until we have verified proofs of how these agencies or companies came about that. And that is why we'll be chasing shadows when we are thinking that Ajakuta will work in the next 1 year. There are problems between the Russians and Nigerians. There are problems between the presidential task force with the consultants. There are problems in so many varied ways. And unless we are realistic, unless we are sincere to ourselves, we will continue to be wasting our time, wasting the resources of this country without any meaningful progress. So I think on this issue, the minister would give his response. And these documents you are given to us, it is not likely that we'll be able to do justice to them today. We would have to go and sit down. When you come at a time we will agree, you will bring an executive summary where you will reconcile every bit of the aspect of this defense. Is it performance? Is it defense? It is not this voluminous thing. We may not have the time to look into all the pages. Give us an executive summary, and then if there are questions, we will ask for you to further clarify one or two issues that we feel is dicey, then you will do. So I think the minister will give his response, then we will agree on a date that the heads of agencies and departments will come, and even the ministry, for the final reconciliation of this presentation. Honorable Minister.
Thank you. You know, my brother Senator Adeyemi, we all have the same passion for this country, and that has led us to invest so much. Sometimes when you see things happening, you feel bad, you know, because your contemporaries have stacked their money outside Nigeria, where you don't need to travel for anything. Meanwhile, you invested so much to a country you believe in. Well, as you know, my colleague will be here to answer, because he is the more of the interconnectivity between the presidency and the ministry. I'm the Minister of State, so I may not have much to say about that. As regards to the first, we need the support of the Senate. We need the support of the National Assembly. We need the support of the President of the Senate. We need the support of the Speaker of the House. Nothing stops the entire National Assembly walking to the President to say, look, something must be done about the solid mineral, because we operate with envelope. There's nothing we can do. I can tell you that maybe probably second time I'm seeing this budget. It's an envelope. They just give it to you from the Ministry of Finance. You don't change even the headings. They just allocate figures. They don't even, it's not creative. It doesn't make you to think out of the box. It doesn't bring out the best in you as a person. So you become a robot, and it makes you look stupid, to be honest with you. So for me, we need the support. We need ultimate support we can get from you, because we have the passion to drive the development of the sector. But when we are here and there, there's nothing much we can do. Like you said, I'm sure will make available the location for the Kogi gold processing to you. Maybe it is not in your own senatorial zone, maybe because there is no gold. No, I'm just making a statement. No. Most distinguished, I just want to make a statement, because what I'm saying is that, because I don't know basically where it is in Kogi, because take for instance the lead processing. Ordinarily, I would have taken it from Nachi State to my own state. But you see, so you have come to a level where we need to be realistic as a people. we have to put it in Ebonyi because that's where you have the raw materials. I cannot carry it and go and put it in Abia and say because so you carry raw material and be coming to Abia. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't show nationality in terms of reasoning. So I'm sure you will have evidence, and we would love for you to visit. In fact, I need to even discuss with you, because there are some issues I'm trying to look into as regards to gold, illegal gold miners in Kogi State, because we need a law to look into this illegal mining. All our seaports, all our airports, all our frontiers, we need to block it, because we need to speak to protect our resources. Because if people cut this thing away, we will not have anything anymore. So we must make a law that's so stringent for illegal mining, because the president has been so magnanimous and brought the idea of artisanal and small scale mining, that no matter, even if it is one cadastre, you come and collect your license and pay and then mine. Nobody is stopping you. So, but people still want to. In fact, majority of the illegal mining is coming as a result of influx from non-Nigerians, and we need to look at it critically, objectively, so we can protect our resources. I'll be the happiest person whatsoever in seeing this sector developed. I've been the happiest person, because all we want to do is to create jobs. It's to create jobs. Like I said, we can't get resources, we can't get funding from the General Resources Fund, we can't even support. There are so many things we've tried to develop. We have gone to the extent of going to Security and Exchange Commission for us to see how we can raise mining bond. The years of solid mineral development is here, but we can't, because there is no constant recognition of revenue to the ministry. We have gone even beyond to see what we can do. All we have the passion. You see, I was just telling some people a couple of stories that is out of this place. In 2015, in 2012, I had two opportunities in life. Those two opportunities were critical to me. I was to buy a private jet. I have finished and negotiated in Germany. $10 million to wire. I got to my village. I saw more than 100 people asking for job. I came home. I told my lawyer, I said, forget it, I'm no longer interested. I started the biggest industrial park in Southeast. It's because of the passion. It's not because of anything. I don't travel. I don't have any account. I don't need to have. Because I believe in this country. But it has to be like minds. We need to unite to see how we can save this country. Because the president is doing a lot, but he cannot do the work alone. He needs sincere people who are really interested in the future of this country. Like you said, a time will come, even with your bulletproof car, you cannot drive anywhere. With army, police, you can't go anywhere. So we need to fix the system. And we need the National Assembly to fix the system. We are mere executives. So you turn out the laws. That is where the main aggregate of the matter lies. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for the opportunity you've given to us. And I believe that if we choose a better date, we can all come together, discuss these issues. One thing I can assure you, as long as people like us are in that ministry, some of us have passed the level of feeding money. We want to see the future of this country developed. We've seen it all. And if the nation is growing in prosperity to everyone, we'll all be happy. And that's what made some of us to come into politics. So, Mr. Chairman, I thank you so much. And I pray that we all resolve to see how we can drive the process of development of this sector God blessed Nigeria with 44 minerals, Your Excellency, and more still being developed. Over 44 minerals. There are some nations with 5. There's some nations with 5. There's no need for even some people to come and be running around in Abuja for fact. A governor who knows his onions does not need to come here. Because God has blessed us. So, we are ever willing. You have a wonderful team in the ministry. Ever willing to do what you want us to do. And I can assure you that every project that is done in that ministry, you have the best you can ever think. We can't see consultant. I'm not part of consultancy. You know, because one day I challenge at the World Bank. I challenge them. I said, look, we need to be doing more of tangible than intangible. Because tangible is what puts what you can see. Intangible is all consultants, and somebody from South Africa will come and do consultancy. It doesn't benefit us as a nation. We don't need that. So I believe we have a lot to do for the interest of this country. Thank you, and God bless you.
I'm overwhelmed with your presentation. We're on the same page. Of course, I can vouch for you. You know, I knew you. We knew each other over 20 years now, if not more than. So we knew each other for a long time. Now, let me just say that, you see, our position is very simple. For those of you in the solid minerals, you can help to join us in taking a position. If the federal government is finding it difficult to get involved in development of solid minerals, for instance, in my state, my governor will be very happy to take over Iron and State Complex. If you are going to, you are finding it difficult, hand over those things to our state government. We'll develop it and we pay remittances, royalty to the federal government. I'm sure until recent, Nigerians never knew that Zamfara is a state that is blessed with gold. Look at what is coming out from Zamfara. So if the government is finding it difficult, allow the state government to take over. My governor will be very happy to take over Iron and State Complex. We'll go ahead to develop it. All these bottlenecks you see, you know, people hide under the fact that the federal government has a lot of money. You know, so people can easily come and find a way of siphoning money through litigations. These litigations are not things that can work if you give it to the state government. I don't know of anybody who will leave either Europe or any part of Nigeria and you come to Iron and State Complex and you say that our people should not work there. Then they will finish you there and continue to do the job because they're the owner of the land. But you see, when it comes to federal government property, it becomes the property of everybody. So Nigerians don't show commitment. Who are the people who sold Iron and State Complex? I was here in 2007, a committee on privatization. We went to Iron and State Complex. It was sold for $300 million or so, and we tried to investigate it. Up to today, we didn't get the receipt and how that money was paid. It was garbage in, garbage out to settle some people. I don't want to mention names, but we knew all those people who perpetrated corruption and accusation of Iron and State Complex. Then they now went to international court and tried to halt the development of Iron and State Complex. All these litigation they are talking about, they are out. Let the EFCC investigate those who are behind it. I give the EFCC the task. It is not about the foreign nationals. It's about our people, Nigerians, who use the foreign nationals and hide under them and be pushing them to store them. Let EFCC commence investigation. They will get to unravel those who are behind it. This is a serious thing because Iron and State Complex can employ over 50,000 people. Take 50,000 people out of the labor market today. So for me, we are on the same page with you, and the chairman will do the needful. Our is to give support to the chairman. We'll go to appropriation, we'll go and make a case, and I'm sure we can get something out. You know, if we have no where to take money, since a ministry has budgeted 82 billion for net, we can take that 82 billion and put it in Iron and State Complex. It's not difficult. Already a ministry, honorable minister, already one of your colleagues, he budgeted 82 billion for net. We have stopped it. We can take the 82 and use to create job and create wealth for Nigeria. That's what we should do. So I submit, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That the
I want it.
I've just been informed that the Executive Secretary of Solid Mineral Development Fund has just come in. Maybe, thank you. So, after all said and done, we agreed that we would have to shift this issue for another date. And after consultation with my colleagues on the high table, we feel 8th of this month, that's Monday next week, would be most appropriate for you to come with an executive summary with all the details that is required to conform with the format of presentation to this committee. And I would also like to emphasize the initiative and idea from Distinguished Senator Smart Ademi. We have been working tirelessly, himself and members of the committee, to see how we can convince the leadership of the Senate to find a special consideration for the solid mineral sector. And we'll continue with that. Most probably, before we meet next week, if any progress or any wisp of light is available, we'll communicate to you. Otherwise, we'll prepare ourselves after that for the struggle to ensure the unbundling of this sector. On that note, except there is any further observations or any other business, I would call any of my colleagues to move for adjournment until the 8th of this month. That's next Monday for the continuation of this process.
Chairman, distinct colleagues, I so moved that we adjourn until Monday next week.
Any seconder? Thank you.
Well done, sir.